Welcome back to another edition of Nourie's Niche, where we're working on some real basic, fundamental flatland tricks and skills for the old and the young and everyone in between. Hopefully to give you some ideas to work on, some tricks that are relatively easy to learn in a short amount of time that can build your confidence and build your list of tricks that you can do. And then there's so many opportunities and so many options to create and link and come up with new tricks, new variations. So that's what I love about flatland. It's fed my soul for many years, going on like 40 years or something crazy like that. And I can't seem to ever picture stopping. I kind of asked that of some of the people responded on my page, like, when do you see yourself ever hanging it up? And like 99% of the riders that responded said they don't see them ever quitting. They're passionate about it. And I feel like more people that get into the sport, the more it grows, the funner the community becomes. And I just want to continue to contribute whatever I have to offer. So bringing it down to some basics and some fundamentals, I think is essential, especially for a rider that's just now getting into flatland or exploring it. So today's trick, it's just going to be a linking of two different tricks, but I do enjoy doing this. It's a freak squeak, and then I step into mixed circle, and maybe even hyperspastic if I can get it just right and kick it around to get it going really fast. Dennis McCoy just like was killing it when he would do those, and probably still can to this day. So as usual, I will go through the trick. I'll do it a couple of different times, and then we'll just pick it apart and kind of break it down to 3 steps to consider and things to think about when you're learning this. I just want to thank you again for all the support. I'm getting a lot of response on the page. More and more people are following it. And I just appreciate the comments and the feedback and any ideas. Just keep it coming because I do appreciate that. So we'll get right into it with the freak squeak into mixed circle. I go at a kind of a moderate speed, not too fast, and I just step right into the front yard, or the freak squeak, excuse me, kick it around, and then it hit that time, but you get the idea. Ideally, you wouldn't want the back tire to hit. The judges will take points off of that, because as I came around, right, the tire hit before I did the mixed circle. Not the ideal, but I did pull it. So you can see that it's pretty simple, but there's a lot of like G-forces that are happening. That's kind of what I like about it, is when you kick it around and you step right into it, it just kind of just cranks down. You get that position, and it's just like right in that lock-in position, just can spin really fast. And sometimes, and I'll even do this today, if I get it locked in, you can even do a little one-hander. And this is just like the beginning of these like pumping tricks. And a lot of guys will actually do this version. And I don't know, I still to this day can't switch my hands. I've always gone with my left hand on the left side of the bar, my right hand on the seat, and I spin in a counterclockwise position. I know more and more, and I'll probably work on it at some point, but I think they have you, riders are telling me to go like this, I think, to where you get the position of the pumping. But that's for another day. Today, I'm going to just focus on what I've done for years, which is just step right into it from the freak squeak, grab the seat with my right hand, left hand stands here. If I do take my hand off, I'll take my left hand off, because you can kind of hit that balance point and just hold the seat. So let's see if I can get a really good one this time. Okay. Oh shit, almost went over backwards. My foot didn't quite come around. Let me try it again. Oh gosh, I didn't pull it. Darn, it felt so good. I'm gonna leave it because it's good enough. I got a little one-hander in as well. but I did touch, so judges would just mark that right off. But who's judging these, right? I'm just trying to get them out there, and the sun is setting. I want to get a video out for today, so I'm going to leave that one in. So you can kind of see I'm going pretty slow at first, but when you crank it around and you step through, it really cranks into a tight spin. And then you just kind of lean over the bike, pull the seat up, and you'll just get that, hit that balance point, that sweet spot. Now these tricks, as I go further along, it's a little bit harder to talk while I'm riding, obviously, and I get a little out of breath, so I have to slow down for a second. And it's also trickier for me to break it down step by step in slow motion. So, but I'm going to do my best. That's all you can do, right? So, first part, into the freak squeak, I put my left pedal down and I just step over. I jump right to the front. I'm like that in a circle. And then the difference is I'm doing a real tight circle instead of doing straight. I do a little of a curve. So I'm like that. Okay. Then I'm just trying to break it down so that you can see it. Then once you're turning in a circle, like so, I kick it, I grab the brake, and I let the frame swing around, and I grab the seat, then I let go of the brake and I kick it. Okay? So again, it's a little tricky for me to break these down, but I want to try to show you like all what's happening in these different steps. So step over, crank it, grab the brake, kick the tire, and then in that case, grab the seat, and then lean it over. And that's where you're going to have that sweet spot that you'll hit. You'll start to feel it where the bike is leaned over and the frame is up, and it's almost like you could just balance just like that. And then when you hit that, you can take your hand off. Okay, so that's the first step. Stepping over, boom, kick it, step over, grab the brake. Second step is here, and you're kicking it like that. Then you can kind of let go with your hand and hold it like that. Then the third step is just riding out, which is pretty simple. You're just gonna drop the seat. I would kick the tire again, land in the trick saver position, and then ride out like so. So that's pretty much it. I don't know really what else I can explain just to make sure, like you saw that one time when I almost fell over backwards, just really make sure that you're able to, quickly get your foot over to the other side. Right when you grab the brake, frame swings around, foot comes over this side, let go of the brake and kick the tire. And then I think to ride out, what I typically would recommend is just, even if you've got that first part, but you're working on the ride out, you can just start by going into the trick, something like this. You can just get your pedal set up for ride out, something like that. Start the frame moving, kick it around like that, drop it down, grab the handlebar, brake, and then ride out like so. So that's it. It's a fun trick, especially when you really nail it. Then you can like crank it around, do a little one-hander. It's pretty flashy. Definitely takes my breath away a little bit, more so than some of the other tricks. And excited to see it. So if you get it down, or if you have any questions, send me some footage or a photo and ask me any specifics that you're struggling with. And that's going to do it for today. The sun is set, and I'll be back here tomorrow with another trick. Hope you're enjoying it, and we'll see you next time.